So you see the magic of Tiny Box Vape Shop. We got great product, great quality, and a great staff. It's Tuesday night though, folks, and you're here for season 1, episode 14 of the Chino Brothers. Theo, what do we know about 14?
There's 14 days, not fortnight.
That is true, Brandon.
February 14th is Valentine's Day.
And Valentine's Day is the day of love. But the one thing I know you love is the Chino Brothers. So rather than paying attention to all this good quality product that we sell at Tiny Box Vape Shop and Tiny Box Vape Shop 2, you should be gearing up to love the new episode. The one episode you really want to see. Episode 14 of the Chino Brothers.
Mike, where'd you go?
How was that, dude?
Man, your video game gets better and better and better every week.
Dude, my video game is like Pac-Man's son. That's what they tell me in the streets. You like that? You like that like double entendre on video game and video game, dude. I'm sliding the Chino Brothers graphics tablet right now because so if this tablet sees me wave my arm, it'll change videos. This tablet's super like they thought they were doing something with it. I don't know what they thought they were doing, but like you can smile and it'll take a picture and all this stuff. What sucks is the Insanity program that I work out on every morning is on that same tablet. And so I have to put a piece of blue tape over the camera, or else as I'm working out, it'll just keep changing videos over. Dude, I hope it doesn't do it. If you go like this, it goes to the next video. Okay, good. It didn't see my hand. So that's how come the volume keeps turning on. When you're like, I'm not playing that. I'm like, yeah, unfortunately I am, because it sees my hand do something and it thinks I'm telling it to turn the volume up. And I'm like, I don't want to do any of that crap. And you can't turn it off.
Really? You can't go in the settings and say, stop the hand movements, whatever? No. So like, it's an older tablet. What happened was, this is really interesting for people. I'll tell you, I'll get this and then we'll start talking about what kids won't be talking about. What happened was this. I was working at Tiny Box and I finally had like paid for like product and paid for like things had caught up with themselves to where I had a little bit more money in my pocket. So I'm like, I'm going to treat myself. And so I bought a 24-inch tablet. I'm like, this thing's almost the size of a television. This is going to be so dope, blah, 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 blah. But the problem is that it was right in between when things were awesome and when things were whack. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean by that? Yeah. Like, so like now I got this, the Samsung tablet, and that's what I broadcast on. That's what I do my edits on. Like, it is super fast. It's dope. I can video edit, all this stuff. Okay. That was not this time frame. That was not this tablet's time frame. This tablet's time frame was, hey, do you want something that looks really neat and doesn't work that well? Well, did you say it looks really neat? Yes, I did. Let me get one of those. And then you're not the happiest with it. But, oh, geez. Yeah, I remember like when obviously you go turntables, then you go to CDs. And the first devices, whatever, CD players that they had that you could scratch on were so bad. They were awful. And, you know, you go to the Guitar Center or whatever it was called at the time. Arizona Sound and Light was the one in Tucson. And we go in there and just be kind of like looking around like, yeah, we got this new thing you can scratch CDs on. And it had a little wheel on the thing and it was all, and it was so bad.
Dude, that wasn't as bad. The one that you had was the one that it was like, oh man, if we could have had 3 generations past this, it would be so dope. You remember yours? Like, and here's the thing, I never try to bag on your equipment because it's like, Mike, you didn't have any equipment. It's like, you're correct. But like it had that little notch wheel on it. This is so not interesting for people. Yeah, but dude, they did get kind of dope where like they had, I just waved my arm in some manner where it picked up the sound. Yeah, but they did get kind of dope where like you could cut, like you could scratch, and it was like, oh man, this sounds like scratching, and I don't have to worry about the needle balance. I don't have to worry about the needle weight. Nothing. I just go back and forth faster than belt or faster than direct driven. Like it was dope.
Oh yeah, you went from 1200s Techniques 1200s to the DJs watching out there.
1200s were the industry standard of the turntable. Now they've got these things. I was looking online. One of my buddies, even in town, has one, and he showed me. It's about this big. It's like, just think a long, skinny like deck. It's like that thick, and it has little wheels on it. You can actually scratch. You hook it up to your Serato, and it's insane. And it's like $80. And I'm like, if we had that, we just roll in with your mic and my little controller panel in my back pocket. And just be ready. Let's go. About it.
Well, we still have to have a laptop though for Serato.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you would have to have a laptop. Yeah. So, but
and then is there like a mixing board that goes with this little?
It has a little fader on it.
Thing? It does.
So you go back and forth, and you do all your little crazy scratching with it and stuff.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. You know what we sound like? Imagine if someone was talking about the 3rd episode of Deep Space Nine, but the European version, not the American version. That's how nerdy we sound talking about DJ equipment.
Go a little deep on the DJ stuff. Yeah, that's true.
Well, I do speak orc. Oh, that's what we sound like. Only with things that we think are interesting.
That's too funny. But thinking about stuff going back in time.
Yeah.
I was
transition. That was a sick transition.
That worked pretty good, but I was a kid in the 70s and 80s, and it's weird now, don't you think? I mean, think about technology. You think about,
oh my gosh,
if you showed a kid a phone booth and the little wheel to make a phone call, they wouldn't know how to use it. There's no way.
Dude, I go the opposite with it. I think if I just had Pac-Man on a phone. That was it. That's all I had was Pac-Man, right? Like, I didn't need what the phone can do now. I just had Pac-Man. But I was 12. I would have been the king of the world. I would have ruled America.
Now, were you a video game kid? Did you have like Atari and whatever?
No, I didn't. I didn't have video games. And but every place in California, I can't speak for everywhere, but at least in California, had a video game at it. You know what I mean? Like Long's Drugs had 2 video games. The drive-in dairy by my house had Miss Pac-Man. Every liquor store. That was the thing. You go to a liquor store for one reason and one reason only. They probably had like 4 video games. Yep. But then you go to the mall. Do you go to the mall, man? Oh my gosh, you have $5 at the mall, bro. Like, imagine you're 12 years old. You have $5. $5.
Yeah.
And you cash them in for them silver angels that you get to slide in them machines.
Yeah. We had the local 7-Eleven, and it had 3 or 4 games. And you could go in, get your Slurpee, get some quarters, and you were good for the afternoon, man. They even built it used to be just down the magazine aisle. Remember those 2 magazines? But it was down the magazine aisle, 3 or 4 games. They actually built a special section just for video games in the 7-Eleven. So I guess it was taking up space. Like, hey, we're going to add on to this place, blow out this closet, put like 5 video games. So it was a whole separate section. And well, here's the sad part. When you're 12, 13, you ride your bike up there, get your Slurpee, and you play for a couple hours, and you're home by 7. When you're a grown up in your 20s and you've been out drinking and it's past 2 and you can't buy booze in California past 2, you're like, let's play some video games. So yeah,
dude, for me it was the bowling alley. There was a bowling alley in West Covina, and they had video games there, and me and my friends would just be like, all right, guess what we're gonna do? And you know what we do first, and if you can't figure it out, we've talked about it several times in this story, but it probably wasn't very legal at that point. What up, Isaac? Oh, dude, we should get Isaac on the podcast. So Isaac's a YouTuber. Yeah, dude, Isaac's a YouTuber who used to come to my shop. Sorry, I'm trying to set my resistance on my vape while I'm talking. So, all right. Isaac's a YouTuber who used to come to my shop, dude, and he had this beef with this guy called Charlie Chill, and he went down to beat this dude's ass. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding. Have you ever heard of Angry Grandpa?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so his son Michael and Isaac are best friends.
Huh. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, dude, he used to come to my shop. Dude, he'd come to my shop and he'd tell me these crazy stories. Paco's watching. What's up, Pac? Oh man, what a magic episode that last one was, man. If you guys have not watched last episode, then you are missing out, because that was the most magic episode in the history of magic episodes.
That was a lot of fun.
Let's get back to this being a kid. Let's get back to this being a kid. So, like, here's the thing, bro. Like, so you're like, would a kid be able to know what Jello gelatin is, or would they know what penny candy is? Like, I don't care. What I think is, dude. So my son has this thing, right? It looks like a deck. It looks like the deck of a video game. You understand what I'm saying? So like a joystick, 6 buttons, a joystick, 6 buttons, and it's called the Pandora's Box, and it has 2,000 video games from the 90s on it. 2,000 video games from the 90s on it, bro. Me and my son play that. Me and Neo play that. But then every time he dies, I'm like, Nehemiah, you understand? I get it, Daddy. When you were 12, that would have cost you 50 cents.
And those video games got smart too, because remember, 3 lives and you're dead, but then they started the continue.
Oh yeah, dude, those mother F words.
And the countdown, 9, 8, like, give me a quarter.
Dude, you're freaking out. Yeah. Do you remember kids used to put the quarters on top of the video game, on the head of the video game right there? Yeah. Yep. Do you think that was a California thing, or you think that was an everywhere thing?
I think that was everywhere, because I've heard other people talk about it, I'm sure, like you put the quarter there, meaning I got next, whatever game it was. And don't be mixing up quarters. You're the next kid, you know your spot. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, dude. There could
be 6 quarters up there, and you're like, I know which one's mine. Don't try to cut in line.
So Brando says that game system is the best. I bought him that game system for Christmas one year before I bought it for Nehemiah. Yeah, so that was a universal rule. Oh, I guess in Pittsburgh it was the same thing. Yeah. Okay. So, but anyways, yeah. So this is how I came upon this thing. So Brandon, it's Christmas time. Brandon's a gamer, but bro, I don't know nothing about no video games. You know what I mean? So, but you know me, bro. I like that mic-ish. You know what I mean? Like that little bit of never seen that before type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like that tablet. Yep. So I found it and I bought it for Brando, but Brandon is super impulsive. He can't wait till Christmas to open his presents. I cannot for the life of me figure out why. I'll give it to him. I'll say, dude, do not open this till Christmas. And he's already got it ripped. He's like, oops. I'm like, Brandon, what are you going to open on Christmas? But oh, well, it doesn't make a difference. So he opened it way before Christmas, started playing. He's like, dude, this thing is the bomb. Oh, dude, we started playing at the shop. We plugged it into the shop TV. I wish we would have had, you know what I wish we would have had? Was the big screen that I have now. I don't know if you've seen it in some of the videos. I have that movie wall. Could you imagine playing those 90s video games on that movie wall? Bro, I got to work a double on Thursday. I might take it with me. I'm not going to lie to you. Anyways, yeah. So that's the thing is it was, 50 cents. Oh yeah. Thanks, Isaac. It was like 50 cents. And like, what are you going to do about it, bro? You're going to spend your pocket money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, kids these days aren't even know how fun the mall is, bro.
I know. The mall was fun too. Yeah. All that stuff, just cruising around. Do you remember like your parents would drop you off at the mall before you could drive?
No, because we had the West Covina shuttle bus, bro. The West Covina shuttle bus, dude, it was a quarter and they took you all around West Covina. And West Covina was big, dude. Yeah, it was a quarter. It just went around in a big circle like this. And you paid a quarter. Dude, you could ride it all day if you wanted. But
if you wanted,
I never did that. Like you pay a quarter and it would take you to the mall for a quarter, dude. The same price as a video game. Yeah.
That's not bad. It
was amazing. Before that, I walked because the West Covina shuttle bus didn't come around until I think I was 13. So I walked before that, or I rode my skateboard.
Yeah. And I remember that doing that. You'd bike everywhere. If it was kind of far, like we take the beach, the bus to the beach sometimes, and it was a 6-foot limit on your surfboard. You can't have anything bigger than 6 foot. They'd measure it. But yeah, we take the bus.
Wait, did you surf?
I tried. I sucked. But I went to the beach and hung out in the water and stuff and tried to pick up chicks. But I'd carry a surfboard.
If you lied to me, I would have had no idea. You could have been like, bro, you don't even know. Aquaman has nothing on me. I'd be like, oh, one more thing you could have been famous for.
Oh, man. Dude.
I rode my skateboard everywhere. But you hit the crack and you'd go flying.
I remember that. I was more bike than skateboard. We biked everywhere.
I started skateboarding at like, I want to say 12. And then I stopped at like 15 because then it was like, it wasn't cool. Dude, I went to Edgewood High School at that point. Like, don't ride a skateboard. There's gangsters at this school. Don't ride a skateboard. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I guess I'm not going to ride a skateboard anymore.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? When I was like 15, you'd walk. It'd be 4 miles.
Yeah,
like,
walking. Yeah,
I'm not
walking.
taking my bike. No way I'm riding my bike. People would clown. There's no question, dude. In high school, they make fun of you.
I don't understand. Yeah, like I don't understand what these rules were, but they clearly were established. It was like, you're not supposed to do this. Like, for what reason? Don't ask. Like,
yeah.
Did your school have a smoking section?
We had yep. Oh yeah, there was a smoking section. There was a legit one, like part of the school, and it would, it'd be all the seniors or whatever, all the rebels with their t-shirts with their sleeves cut off, smoking. And then there was the tennis courts. People would go back in the tennis courts and smoke other stuff.
Kids will not, like, ever going forward live in a world where there's a smoking section in high school.
Insane. Yeah, you're right about that too, because this is back in the 80s. And yeah, but then again, weren't seniors, there were some seniors that were 18. I'm sure nobody checked.
Dude, they just stopped the smoking section at my high school when I was a freshman because they let us go off campus. So you could go off campus for lunch. So everybody just walked across the street and smoked cigarettes.
How old were you when you started buying cigarettes?
14? I think I was 14. Was I 14? I think I was 14, yeah. Because you could buy them from the machine, bro. But then me and my homeboy Dan, so here's what happened. I went to middle school in Whittier, and I met this cat called Dan, and he lived in Buena Park. So that's how come I know Orange County so well. But we had Knott's Berry Farm annual passes, Adlai. Yeah, dude. So we go down to Studio K and Cloud 9 and go dancing every weekend, dude. Every weekend we went down there dancing. And then when we wouldn't go there,
Cloud 9.
Yeah, man. And
Cloud 9 was the indoor one, right? Studio K was outdoors.
Yeah, Cloud 9 was the indoor. That was new wave and punk, and Studio K was freestyle and hip hop. So what you call freestyle, what we call disco. So, but anyways, back to what I'm saying. So yeah, dude, I'd play video games with Dan, bro. Like, it was just like, okay, man, we're going to play video games until the night is done because we're at the bowling alley. But getting back to the cigarette thing. So me and Dan started smoking together with our homeboy, Ronnie Rodriguez, when I was in middle school. We were at Noggles. There's a pack of cigarettes on the table. Yeah, there's a pack of cigarettes on the table. And Ronnie was like, hey, man, grab that pack of cigarettes. And so we're like, all right. And Ronnie was like kind of cool, but like he was a compulsive liar and stuff and like kind of a weirdo, but he was kind of cool. Like we felt like he could get girls, and he was on the football team. Neither here nor there. So yeah, so we grab a pack of cigarettes. We go lie down on this fence and we're puffing on these cigarettes. He's like, no, you got to inhale. You got to inhale. All right. Well, smash cut to when we start going to Knott's Berry Farm. Like, dude, we're trying to tell girls we're 18, bro. And they had that cigarette machine right in front at Knott's Berry Farm. Remember that? You paid.
I do remember
that. You walked in, to your right, there was the cigarette machine.
You had to pull the lever like super hard, too, right? Yep. Oh, yeah.
So for those of you in Pittsburgh, Knott's Berry Farm is just like Kennywood. It's the Kennywood of Orange County. So, like, if you've never heard of it, it's because you've heard of Disneyland and Universal Studios.
Yes.
But Knott's Berry Farm is where Californians would go. And they had these two dance places, and it was cheaper after 7. It was called like the Night Creepers or something. So like, dude, but remember there's all those rules. Like you couldn't wear Doc Martens with red laces, and like you couldn't wear baseball. Yeah, dude, there's all these like gang rules.
Okay.
There are all these gang rules.
Martens. Yeah. Did gangsters wear Doc Martens?
No, it was skinheads. If you wore the Doc Martens and you had red laces, that meant you were a white supremacist.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yep. I never knew that. Oh,
yeah, but then there were certain ball caps they wouldn't let us wear in there either. And you couldn't wear a bandana. Like they were the first to be like, we're done. You're not wearing a bandana.
Was there a lot of drama at Knott's? Because I remember going. I don't remember a lot of fights.
I don't think there was. I think they were like, we're not going to have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at golf and stuff, I bet you stuff was going down at golf and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Our spot, Fountain Valley, was there was
Castles and Coasters.
Was it?
Oh, no, not Castles and Coasters. It was It was in Valencia. It was in Placentia. It was crap. What was the name of that spot? Camelot. Camelot,
Oh,
right?
we
Wasn't
have
that your
Camelot
spot?
here in Bakersfield.
That wasn't your spot in Orange County, Camelot?
No, it was Boomers most
Oh, I've never been to
recently.
Boomers.
It's totally closed down. We drove by it because my mom used to live right there recently. Maybe a year ago. But it's all like abandoned, falling apart. Because it sounds like they're going to build condos there,
But
unfortunately.
what was Boomers? Was it like a golf and stuff, like a miniature golf, and you have bumper boats
Yeah.
and little rides and stuff, and all
yeah.
teenagers hang out there on the weekend?
Yeah. Remember Karate Kid?
Yeah,
And the
that
miniature
was
golf
golf
kind
and
of thing.
stuff. That was golf and
Okay,
stuff.
that was a real one. Yeah, it was like that too. And I don't know. It was called like Family Fun Center, I think. I think that's what it's called.
We had Bullwinkles in the Inland Empire, and they had batting cages, but they also had like a Ferris wheel. And then yeah, bro, but it was a little bit of a drive because you had to go to the Inland Empire. But I'm on the other side of LA, so it is what it is. This has got to be interesting to people who are not from California.
They had to have that in Pittsburgh, though.
Not at all.
Like that.
Sorry, guys. Here's the problem: is that me and Adlai have never talked about our childhood before, and we grew up, and we probably were at Cloud 9 at the same time. Isn't that crazy?
I bet you so, because we went there. Now the Disneyland one had one too.
Videopolis.
Yes, Videopolis, and it was a place.
You know why they closed it down?
Why?
Because gay people were dancing there together.
Seriously?
Yeah, a lot of gay people started going to Videopolis, and they're like, "We're done."
Well, yeah, they're kind of Disneyland's kind of mom and pop. But remember, it had like theater seating too, so you could kind of watch people dancing.
But the thing is I only went to Videopolis once, bro. I didn't have a Disneyland annual pass. Knott's Berry Farm annual pass were $99, bro. $99. And the after 7 price was $10. So it's like, all right, look, I'm paying $10. Me and Dan are coming down here every week and scamming on chicks. I mean, we're coming up dry, but at least we're trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so for 10 beans, like 10 times I already spent for this. Why don't I just get the annual pass? So I bought the annual pass. Yeah, dude. And then I would go down. My dad would drop me in Fullerton every weekend. And then we go from Fullerton to Buena Park. One time we walked there. I was like, this is a walk, bro. Because he lived by the Pussycat Theater. Remember the Pussycat Theater?
I want to say yes. Was that on was that Harbor?
Yeah, it was on Harbor.
Okay. Okay.
So it was the dirty movie theater before you start getting into like my neck of the woods, because like if you kept going straight, you went under that bridge, and then you kept going straight, and you'd end up in La Puente, and that was my neck of the woods. So that was like the last bastion of my crappy part of Los Angeles is a dirty movie shop. You know what I mean? It's like you just go to my neck of the woods, all marijuana dispensaries, dirty movie shops, strip joints, pawn shops.
Dude, Harbor had some very seedy places too, right? Harbor was kind of like I don't know what it was like in Pittsburgh, what it's like in Pittsburgh, but in Bakersfield, it
was like the West Mifflin. It was like the West Mifflin of California. So but the thing was, dude, is that like, so I'd end up going to Buena Park, and then to Fullerton, then we go to Buena Park, always end up at Knott's. Super specific story to the two of us. Let's get back to being kids. So when you're a kid, well, the thing is like, what do you think? Do you think backwards on it? Are you like, these kids these days, they don't know how to do long division? Or do you think the way that I do, where it's like, bro, if I had any of these possessions as a child, I would be a master. Because that's how I think about it, bro. That's all I think about is, whenever I get any piece of technology whatsoever, I'm like, if I had this when I was 14, I would have owned the world. I would have clearly taken over the world. Like if I had an iPad when I was 14, I would just walk up to the president and be like, I have a message. Like turning it sideways, like, there's no plugs. What is going on here? You know?
I don't know, because I feel like I was more of an outdoorsy kid anyways. We'd go on our bikes, we'd cruise around, whatever it was, you'd go to the park and hang out. Remember Over the Line? Did you play Over the Line with the tennis ball and the bat?
Dude, no, so I didn't hang out at the park. I hung out with people that I lived around. Like, so we just played normal stuff, hide and go seek, baseball in the street,
Yep.
like stuff like that. Hide and go seek and baseball in the street was pretty much our life. Kickball, maybe sometimes. We had an ice cream man. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because even our park was like 3 doors down, and it was a big field next to the school. But yeah, we totally do that. We called it ditch 'em. Remember? It was basically hide and seek.
Yeah.
It's hide and seek, and then you'd hide wherever. The street was the limit too, and it was. I could say there would be 20 kids on the street that would hang out and play till midnight on a weekend, all night long, and it was totally different.
We didn't have that in my neighborhood. We didn't stay out that late like that, but we did play in the street though, and there was like a hey, ride your bicycle to 7-Eleven or whatever. And here's the thing is like you're talking about relative young adolescence, bro. By the time you were 16, when we were 16, you were an adult. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Whatever you were gonna do, you're spending the night somewhere, you're going camping for a week, whatever. Like, yeah, I am. You're going, like you know what I mean? Like, dude, I remember I was 16. Me and my homeboy Mark Bustamante, we went down to San Onofre and camped there the whole weekend. Yeah, we rode in his. He had this old. It was like a Lincoln or a Buick or something, like one of those ones from the 70s, like a land yacht. You know what I mean? It had an 8-track in it.
Yeah.
And we rolled down there, dude. He had a tent. We stayed there, but here's the thing: we didn't have any firewood. Like we didn't know nothing about camping. We knew nothing about camping. We were freezing the whole time. Yeah, but like it wasn't like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna go? I gotta trick my parents. I was just like, hey, I'm going camping with Mark. They're like, okay, bye.
So at least you told your parents and like whatever, see you later. Yeah, it kind of felt like it was similar to that. I don't even know where we went, like Lake Elsinore. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, I know Lake Elsinore. Dude, I know all those areas, bro.
Really? Okay, but
dude, I know everything.
There, right?
I know everything from the Inland Empire down to Orange County, kind of into LA. When I get to the San Fernando Valley, that's when I get screwed up. But I know LA a lot, bro, because you know why? I ditched school and drove all over LA all the time. That's how I dropped out of high school, dude. I used to go to Venice Beach every freaking day, just about. Yeah, and I'm from West Covina, bro. That's 14 Los Angelino miles away from West Covina. And I used to have to beat my dad home, dude. I used to have to beat my dad home.
Really? Because wait, how'd you get out of ditching? No, didn't they call the house?
No, man. No, because here's why. They could call. You could call in. Your parent could call in.
So your
parent could call in. You ready?
Yeah.
Give me a sec. Hold on. Hi, this is George Ichimura, father of Michael Ichimura. Yes, Mr. Ichimura, how can I help you? Michael's feeling really sick right now. I don't think he's gonna make it to school. He might have the diarrhea. You know when you have diarrhea, your stomach, it doesn't feel that good, and you start feeling like maybe you're gonna do how do you say, the poo-poo? Mr. Ichimura, we don't need to know anymore. No, it's real bad in the bathroom. Ever since his mother left, he has real bad diarrhea. He's not coming to school. I wouldn't make it that long. I'm hamming it up for the show, but I would call and I pretend I was my dad and ask anyone. That's exactly what my dad sounds like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And
well, yeah, you know my dad. Why am I saying ask anyone?
I can't picture.
Or you knew my dad before he passed. Anyways,
yeah. I can't picture myself being that ballsy to call the school at 15, 16 years old.
Bro, things were crappy in my world. Remember, like my mom went to an insane asylum, like all this crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like my dad was probably just like, God, don't let me hate life. Like that was probably his thing. That poor guy.
Jeez.
I'm taking this dang thing down because it keeps turning itself on.
Paco
like I
said
keep
something
waiting.
about fancy screen. Paco made a comment.
What do you say? Fancy screen sounds too loud.
Your background.
Well, fancy screen's too loud. So now you're getting skateboard. Sorry, Pac. So rewind the episode and you'll know why I hate that fancy screen. All right. Yeah, so that was it, dude. Like being young now, dude. That's the thing. Well, the hard part also is that like I'll be honest with you, bro. My kids, their life is better than any child's life I've ever seen. Ever, I've never seen. Dude, my kids went to skateboard camp. Come on,
that's awesome.
Dude, not only did they go to skateboard camp, they went to skateboard camp. There's this indoor skate park in Swissvale, and it is literally the sickest skate park I've ever skated in. It is set up perfectly for every skating level. And they have, listen, they have two amazing things about it. One, on Saturdays, if you go skate with your kids, you get to skate for free. So the kids, you pay for the kids and you get to skate for free, but you're not allowed to shred. Well, guess what? I can't shred. So it makes it look like I'm not trying. Right? Right? But they have these quarter pipes that look like half pipes. But if you're a decent skater, you can skate down them and you look like you're Tony Hawk, bro.
Wow.
Okay, so that's the first thing cool, right? And then second thing cool, Sunday mornings is 40 and over skate.
No
So if you're not 40 years old or older, you're not allowed to come in and skate.
Wow. That's amazing.
It's called Switch and Signal. The dude that runs the place is called Carrie. Amazing guy. We've sat and had like really cool conversations. Dude, he's skated everywhere. But anyways, amazing guy. And he coached my kids how to skate. Like, dude, here's the thing. This guy's such a like well-known like skate guy that like we're talking and I'm like, hey bro, you know, you should get your own skateboards. And I was talking about like something like this, right?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, yeah, dude, this is our deck right here. And pull it down. Element sponsored his decks. They were all Element company? Decks. Yeah, they were all Element decks with Switch and Signal on it. Yeah, that's where my kids went to skateboard camp for a week, dude. For a whole week. A whole week, bro. 2 years in a row.
That's crazy, dude. Because I know even for my kid's 10, and he's got, you know, 2 Xboxes, one here, one at mom's. He's got the Oculus virtual reality thing, the newest one. He's got a big screen TV to play Fortnite or whatever. And he's got a computer, which is cool because he does do editing and programming and stuff. I mean, it's basic stuff, but it's pretty cool.
That's dope.
Yeah. And then he's got an extra screen bigger than the one that I got here. His second screen. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, you got all this stuff. Because I remember when we wanted an Atari, me and my brothers were like, Dad, we want an Atari for Christmas. And he's like, well, you better start saving your money. I'm not buying you a video game. I'm not doing it. And he even told us, he's like, well, save up your money. Then after Christmas, everything goes on sale and you can get it for cheaper. I don't think that really panned out because they knew people had Christmas money that they're going to spend. So we still paid full price. But he said, yeah, no, you're buying it yourself because I'm not buying you guys a video game. So
my parents told me that it would ruin our television. So we couldn't have a video game. Oh, dude. I mean, God bless my childhood, but my children, dude, like these kids have no idea. God bless them. They have no idea. However, I will say this. If I had any of those devices back when we were kids, I would rule the land, son.
Oh, yeah.
I would rule the land.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Because you remember this now moving up to high school when you did have a car. Dude, this was my routine in Fountain Valley. 16 years old. You'd call a couple different people like, where's the cracking? Where's the party at? I want to go to the house party. You know what I'm saying? So you get like 3 or 4 places, get the directions and stuff. And then you'd be like, all right, let's hit the road. And then you'd go to all these different parties and try to link up or whatever and find it. But now it's,
dude, I can't imagine kids would do that now.
Yeah, it's on social. You know what I mean? They just hit you up like, hey, we're here. And you're like, oh.
Dude, I don't think they go to parties. Bro, when I was a kid, you'd go to parties, right? And then they'd get broken up. And then after they got broken up in high school, you'd go to this place called El Loco. Okay, so it was in Covina. It was an outdoor taco place, right? And like all the kids from all the local high schools would go there and be like, mash up. Where's the party? Where's the party? Where's the party? You know what I mean? And like you might know a cat who went to a different school than you. Maybe you went to school with them before. So like you could kind of link up. All right, here's the thing. They hired an amateur boxer to do security at a taco place.
Oh no!
It was 16 and 17-year-olds, dude. And like he had his fight posters up in the window of the restaurant and stuff. Yeah, dude. And you just walk around with a cutoff shirt. And it's like, bro, we're in high school. Like we're in high school.
Did anybody fight?
Probably. I don't know, man. Like I'm not that cat. That's the thing. That's the thing about me that people kind of need to learn. If stuff's popping off, I'm leaving. Like I'm not that cat, dude. I don't look in the corner. I don't care. Look, man, if I heard, hey, this dude in the corner's got a gun, I'm like, I believe you, and I'm out.
Yeah, I'm the first one gone. I'm not trying to hang out for that. Not at
Yeah,
all.
I don't understand people like that. Like, so like fights and stuff, like when they're about to rumble, or at least you did back in 1991. You know what I mean? Like they start
Yeah.
circling, and you're like, and then especially like if you knew people were in gangs, right? They start circling, and you start recognizing like, oh no, man, and like whatever gang in your head, you recognize that one dude who happens to be in that gang. You're like, I'm not gonna be here anymore. I'm not gonna stay.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be around here. Like, I'm not gonna be part of that news story. I've got to go. But people would always call me a sissy for that, or like a soft, a B word, all this stuff. I'm like, sure. Still standing.
I'm not trying to get hurt. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not trying. We had in Fountain Valley, we had Tommy's. Tommy's Burgers was the hangout after the parties and stuff. Did you ever go to the Tommy's on Rampart up in LA?
No, but I went to the Tommy's in City of Industry.
Okay.
Like I wasn't a Tommy's guy, I was an In-N-Out guy, because that's the San Gabriel Valley thing.
Okay.
So In-N-Out started in Baldwin Park, which is essentially West Covina. Like it's like Fountain Valley to
Huntington,
well,
like right next to it.
Paul Rojas is from Baldwin Park. I'll put it that way.
Oh, okay.
And we grew up with each
pretty
other.
much
You know
together.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where In-N-Out is from. And then it would just go all around LA. And it was kind of the spot. It was kind of the like kind of cracking spot, you know what I mean? Where maybe I could spit, you know what I mean? Like that type of thing. But that wasn't that. You had to go to the taco spot that I was telling you about before, where like this is where it is. Dude, it's weird because I have a vendor, and he's from West Covina. I think he's from West Covina. And I call him, he's from like around my area. And I call him once a month, and I'll tell him these same stories. I'm like, is it still like that? Was it like that in high school? And he's like, Manny's Original Taco? And I'm like, nobody called it that. Like we just called it Manny's. And he's like, I don't think people go there to party. I'm like, these kids don't party like that anymore.
They actually go get their food and bounce.
I don't think they go to parties. I think they play video games and talk to each other over a headphone.
Yeah, it's all virtual. It's all it's crazy. It's sad.
That makes you sad, huh?
Kinda. Like even dude, we've got my neighbor has a couple grandkids visiting from Texas. I'm always like, come on, kid, let's go over there and hang out with them. Just want to play Fortnite on the phone with my buddy from school. And I'm like, dude, these are real people. You can actually hang out with them. But he's like, nah, I'd rather hang out and play Fortnite and talk to him on the phone. I'm like, oh, okay.
My kids are deprived. They only get a little bit of video game time. They're deprived. When they get older, they're gonna be like, my dad was so freaking strict. I had no idea. You know what I mean? Yeah, they get like, I don't know, 2 hours of video games, and that's on Saturday. And then when I say video games, I mean Nehemiah plays Madden on Sherilyn's old phone that she doesn't use anymore. Like he doesn't have a PS anything. Like, dude, this is how deprived my kids are. I gave my son a Simon for Christmas. You remember Simon? Boop, boop, boop,
oh yeah,
boop,
yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, do you know what this is? And Sachi said, an Xbox. I'm like, dang, you kids are deprived.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. But anywho, I like going back.
That BB gun. He shoots that BB gun, dope.
See, that's I'm thinking about that.
Papa.
Maybe sure you can't hear me, but that's maybe the next thing. But all right, well, this is the second topic. We got to move on to the next thing.
Hold on. Here, I got the transition. You ready?
Yeah.
Dude, even the music was good way back in those days. You remember the club music they used to play? What was that one? I think it was called Wild Thing. There you go.
Let's do the Wild Thing.
Who's saying that?
That was Tone-Loc. The T-Loc, the Tony Smith, was that his name? Tone-Loc, and it was just, you think about it, I got it on vinyl somewhere, and I went digging through my garage to try to find it so I could have it in the cool background. But I've got Wild Thing on vinyl, and you know what, Mike? Here's the thing too. You listen to the song and the lyrics, it's about doing the nasty.
Are awful.
It was on every top 30
All right,
station.
So what's the guy's name? What's his real name? Anthony something or other?
I thought it was Anthony Williams.
Anthony Williams. That's right. It's Anthony Williams. Do you know how he got his voice like that?
I thought was he just like matured quick?
No. So he thought he had a sore throat, and his mother gave him bourbon bourbon and fizzy water, and told him to gargle with it, and it destroyed his voice, and that's what made his voice sound like that. That's on the video I sent you. I learned all this stuff from watching that video.
Because I was scanning through that one, couple of those videos too. I saw the R-Dub interview. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And, but Tone-Loc, without that voice, would he really be Tone-Loc?
Dude, so he joined a gang, and then his mother sent him off to a private school.
Right.
So that's what happened with Tone-Loc. Then after that, oh crap, did he? I don't believe he joined the military.
I don't think he joined the military.
He did something, but anyways, the guys from Delicious Vinyl recognized him, and they were like, "Okay, we're gonna sign you." And then Young MC wrote those 2 songs.
Yeah.
He wrote The Wild Thing, and he wrote Funky Cold Medina.
Both great songs, and it's kind of interesting too.
Are they though?
They're party songs. They fit.
I'm saying they're party songs, but in 2020, would these songs be able to be played on the radio? And I'm not saying you can't play that song, but could you write a song like either of those 2 songs and be like, "Can you please play this on the radio?"
Yeah, you couldn't do it. It fit for 89 or whatever year it was back then. It's great music. Now, can you put it on if you're DJing like a party where it's multi-generational, people will get down to Wild Thing.
No, I'm not saying they won't get down to those 2 particular songs, right? But let's break them down. Funky Cold Medina is about roofing people, bro.
Yeah. That was Bill Cosby's #1 song. You know what? Because I'm like, man, if I ever saw Tone-Loc, I'd ask him, how do you make Funky Cold Medina? Because he doesn't tell you how. I guess he just bought it somewhere. You wonder. You're like, how do you make this? Is it legal? No.
Dude, I think it's called chloroform, bro. Like, now, I don't know, because it seemed like Funky Cold Medina. Like, here's the thing. The song is about here's the tale of Funky Cold Medina for those of you who aren't familiar with the song. Essentially what the man's saying is this: hey, are you really bad with ladies? So am I. So you know what I do? Drug them. And I do it without telling them. I put it in their glass so they have no idea. Because in 1989 or whenever this song came out, women weren't smart enough to put napkins on their glass yet. But they'll end up getting with us. Then at the end, I will make a homophobic joke. Goodbye, everyone. My name is Tone-Loc. That's why I found I don't fool around with no Oscar Mayer wiener. Remember?
That's true.
You must be sure your girl is pure for the Funky Cold Medina.
Yeah, not that anything's wrong with that. If you're into that, that's cool. But yeah, at the time,
he didn't say that.
In the 80s, Tone-Loc was down with the ladies.
It is what he says.
What he said. That's what he said.
Because he was giving them the roofies for the troofies. Bro, here's the thing. You know Tone-Loc got arrested 3 times for 3 times for spousal assault.
Whoa.
Wait, that's what it was. Hold on.
Was it the same
aggravated assault? Sorry, aggravated assault. I don't want to say spousal assault. I'll say aggravated assault. But I think it was on his wife.
Really?
I think at least the first time, yeah.
Tone-Loc. What was going on in that conversation? I made you a drink. I don't want it. Come on, take a sip. I don't want it. But I don't know. I'm making the stuff up. I have no idea.
Hard in the paint. Hold on.
I don't know.
Real quick. This is why being on a podcast is way funner than being on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you're on a podcast, you're just like, here it is. When you're on the radio, you're like, did that phrase sound gender neutral enough and non-race specific? Like everything you do, you got to think about. That stinks.
Especially. And when you're on the air and you're saying something like this, what's the scariest thing that can happen?
I have no idea. Your GM calling you? Yeah, your GM calling you.
Seeing pocket on the
hotline. That's right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. Because never ever the hotline never rang because you did a good job.
Yep, I agree with you.
And for those watching that don't know radio, there's a special light bulb that flashes when the hotline comes on right in your face, and you're like,
and it
oh,
freaks you
crap,
out. Yeah,
up.
it freaks you out so hard. You're just like, what did I do? What did I do? Because no one's calling to tell you, hey, bro, we're at the pizza shop. You want a slice? What do you want on your hoagie? It's never that.
It's never. Oh man, you hit the post. That was perfect. Plus, you plugged the liners. You hit what we needed to, our sponsor. But it's something bad, and it's all. And there's been times I'm like, should I answer? But
I can say I was in the bathroom.
Yeah,
not that I ever did that.
But it's like I just got off the air. I just turned off the mic, and it's like, yeah. They know you're there.
Yeah, dude.
Answer the
phone.
Now
that we're not on, now that there's no PED and we can say whatever we want, let's get back to making fun of Tone-Loc. So, yeah, dude. So this dude,
Cold Medina.
This dude writes 2 date rape songs, and we celebrate him like he's Tupac. Come on, dude. Even in that interview I sent you with Dub, he looked like a senior citizen. Like it was worse than seeing like Clint Eastwood at this point. You know what I mean? You see Clint Eastwood, you're like, bro, what happened, man? It's like, dude, I got old. It's like, yeah, you got old when they made that movie Unforgiven. Not this old, bro. You're like on Golden Pond old, bro. You're not supposed to be this old. Don't look like that dude's older brother, bro.
Oh my God.
You know I'm telling the truth. That dude look old, bro. Hard times will catch up with you.
Yeah. So he's on stage. Let's do the wild thing. And yeah, if you're under 40, you're probably like, whoa, this is weird. This is creepy. Dude, I was at a show with a rock show. What's the song? Come with me, little girl, on a magic carpet ride.
Oh, yeah.
That's a rock song. And the guy even said, I'm 72. We made this song when I was 20, so I'm just letting you know. He even had the sense to say that. It was at the fair, so the Kern County Fair, and he was like, just saying, at the time, little girl, now I know it seems weird, but I'm still singing it because it's my song. So good for him, though. But Tone-Loc's probably, he's like, oh, yeah, I still do the wild thing. not something you want to picture.
All
I
right,
want to see me naked. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying.
Dude, 100%, bro. 100%. No, I don't want to picture him doing the wild thing. I thought you were saying picture him singing the wild thing or telling a girl he's going to do the wild thing. Here's the thing is, so we met Tone-Loc, so yes, I'm making jokes and I'm being impolite or whatever. You know what I realized, Adlai? Dude, no one's going to like me at the end of this podcast. I make fun of everyone.
Hey, you have an opinion, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Thank you.
Now, what if people don't like you? What if people don't like you?
Yeah, I'm used to it.
See? Yeah. So it evens out. The yin and the yang. It's all good.
The yin and the yang. That should be the name of the podcast. Anyways, getting back to what I'm saying. So, yeah, I mean, like Tone-Loc, dude, I met Tone-Loc, you guys, and Adlai was with me, although he doesn't remember the second part of the story. So we went to the Metro, right? Is that where they're playing?
It was no, it wasn't. No, it was Gotham.
Oh, so we went to Gotham, and Tone-Loc was playing with Vanilla Ice, and there was these 2 girls in Camp Radio, and I can't remember their names, but they got backstage, and they're like, "All right, we're bringing Sketch with us backstage," and I'm like, "All right." So it was me and you. I'm like, I'm taking Adlai. They're like, "Okay, cool." So it was me and you. We went backstage. We met Tone-Loc, and then Rolf tried to join us, and I was like, "Nah, Rolf, it don't work that way. You gotta move." He was so mad at me, and I was just like, "Yeah, man, sorry. Like this ain't for you."
Wait, so this is Too Strong?
Yeah, Too Strong Entertainment.
This was before Hot 98.
Before Hot 98.3, yeah.
Oh, and we got in with 2 strong badges. Is that the deal?
No, there were 2 girls that were in camp, and one of them, I think she liked me, but I'm not positive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But her roommate was real good looking, so I was always spitting game at her roommate, and so I think that's probably how things didn't work out. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure she liked me though, because she got us backstage. She was like, "Nah, Sketch, come backstage." And she used to always be like, "Sketch, you and I are going to be in radio together. We're going to do a show together someday." And I was like, "All right, well, I'm not planning on it, but
Sorry, lady, whoever you are, I got that spot.
Yeah, that's true. But anyways, yeah. So she got us backstage. You don't remember those 2? One of them had blonde hair.
Dude, the only thing I remember is Tone-Loc gave me a drink, and that's all I remember. I don't remember anything else. Waking up backstage the next day, like, what happened?
Well, I wonder why you didn't make it home with us. So I rode on the back of Rolf's motorcycle because you drove.
So wait, for real?
No.
Oh, because you were talking a little bit about this, and I was like, I honestly don't remember.
So we went backstage.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell it? Or?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Okay. So we went to the Tone-Loc concert. These two girls got us backstage. I thought Adlai would remember their names. I was wrong. I go over and she introduces me to Tone-Loc too. She goes, Tone-Loc, this is Sketch. And he goes, Sketch, like an artist. And I said, no, Sketch like you're crazy. And he goes, oh, I thought that's what Loc meant. And I said, well, maybe in the 80s. And he goes, F-U-N word. What the F-U-N word? Yeah. And I was like, look, man, I just came to chop it up, bro. And he goes, oh, what are we chopping up? What are we chopping up? And he got real excited. And I was like, no, talk. That's a term for talk. And he was like, I thought we were gonna chop it up. And I'm pretty sure you guys can figure out what he thought we were gonna do that we didn't do. So yeah, man. You don't remember that story at all?
Where was I while you were talking to him?
You were sitting on the couch behind me.
Really?
Yes.
What was I doing?
You're eating free food and drinking free alcohol.
See, this is so unfair. I don't remember this at all. I feel like I feel like the show, because they had a stage right at the end of the venue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he was up there. Vanilla Ice had already split by this time, right? Like
Vanilla Ice hadn't gone on yet.
He hadn't gone on yet. Oh, okay. No. So this is kind of mid-show.
Yeah, and Vanilla Ice was a metal act at that point.
Oh, okay. Because I feel like I remember two girls in camp.
Yeah.
And saying like, you guys come through, and we did. But dude, I'm being dead honest. I do not remember. Hey, I felt like this is after all these years. I felt like you would tell me the story about hanging out with Tone-Loc and interviewing him, and him getting mad at you and talking about chopping it up. And I was like, oh, that must have been something that you did without me. Like, you know what I mean? Well,
then why would Rolf be there?
Well, that's when you mentioned Rolf, that made it even weirder. Because I was like, wait a sec, Rolf was there?
Yeah, because you and I went backstage, and then Rolf came, and I'm like, nah, bro, this ain't a party. And he was like, what? And I was like, bro, audio visual club only. Because that's what he used to call us.
Oh, yeah.
I used to be like, why don't we get girls when we're DJs? He goes, you guys are just the audio visual club of parties. And I was like, all right, we'll see about that. Now who's talking to Tone-Loc, son? So yeah, so I meet Tone-Loc. Dude, and here's the next thing. Like I went to shake his hand, and his hand was like loose skin, like he lost too much weight too quick, you know what I mean? Or like he'd been sick or something. Yeah, I went over and shake his hand. Huh. His hand was like, you know when you shake an older person's hand and like they've lost the meat in their hand, you feel the bones when you're shaking their hand. That's how Tone-Loc's hand felt.
This is crazy.
I'm telling you, dude, he was already banged up by the time we'd met him. He was old then. And so now when I saw that interview with Dub, and I feel like that interview with Dub was like 9 years old, he looked bad, bro. You got to be honest with yourself.
Well, because he's older than me, but not a lot, maybe 4 or 5 years older than me.
Yeah, dude, but cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Dude, and Tone-Loc, man, you got to think back when that song came out, he was on MTV. He was on every radio station, whether it was a hip hop station or a top 40.
He was
station.
on Ace Ventura, dude.
He was on, yeah, and he did voices for Bebe Kids. He did voices for that museum or whatever I saw, and I was like, what the heck? His voice is everywhere.
Or no, he was in Ace Ventura, and he was also in Fort Fairlane with Andrew Dice Clay. Yes. Like, dude, this dude was a bona fide star at his time.
Yeah.
He could have been the Will Smith of that generation. Like, he had everything going for him. And he was like, you know what I like? And it's like, what's that? Cocaine. It's like, no, don't do it. Don't do do it. It's like, forget y'all. I'm gonna do my cocaine. And it's like, all right, well, Tone-Loc.
The Fresh Prince wasn't Loc. He changed his name to Will Smith. So yeah,
dude,
and was smart. Yeah,
Fresh Prince, dude. Will Smith is the most brilliant human that's ever been born, I believe.
Oh yeah, He went from rapping goofy stuff to a goofy TV show, and they were all funny and great and entertaining. But then he got to a serious actor, and you're like,
he always knows how to stay relevant too. Like he's like, I got fat so I can lose weight.
That is insane. Yeah.
You didn't know that? That's like he's on TikTok now with his shirt off, and he's like, "This is the fattest I've ever been. You're gonna watch me lose weight."
Really? No, I haven't seen that. I'll have to check that out. But he's got a big following.
But it's brilliant to be like, I'm gonna stay relevant. I'm gonna stay relevant. Like he always figures out how to stay relevant in the current time. It's phenomenal because you remember every rapper turned their back on this guy. And then he was still like, guess what? I'm going to keep rising. I'm going to keep rising. Dude, he played Ali, like all those things. You know what the exact opposite of Will Smith is?
What?
Tone-Loc, dude. Haven't you been paying attention to this story?
I knew that was coming. That's
a dumpster fire loser, dude. I know you're trying to keep your job. You ain't saying this stuff. I'm saying this stuff.
No, I said, yeah.
The views and opinions of the Chino brothers are strictly of Mike, not of Adlai. Nobody needs to take it out on this man. He's still a corporate shill, guys. Come on, he can't be saying stuff like this. He don't even believe stuff like this. I'm the Alex Jones of this podcast. He's, the most reputable source. There, I hope that keeps you from getting in trouble for me making fun of Tone-Loc, but I can't help it, baby. I do not like that man. Yeah. Why can't I just pretend, Adlai? When I don't like people, I just say it. What's wrong with me? Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, you don't have a filter, and you're honest. And you know what I mean? Now let me ask you this. When you're talking to Tone-Loc back at Gotham, was it for an interview for the MTV thing or
nothing? She just took me back there to meet him. And I was like, yo, man, you want to chop it up? And he was like, oh yeah. And he thought I had cocaine, so he wanted to talk to me.
Wait, so it was just kind of to go and hang out. Was it packed back there? I mean, it was crowded?
No. Dude, I can't believe you can't remember any of this. There was this one girl, and she was semi-attractive, like you could look at her and be like, in one direction, you're going to fall within the next 3 months. So either you're going to get really heavy, you're going to get really banged up on dope. You're like, you just knew that there was like 9 bad decisions this person was making. And tonight was the last night she was going to look as attractive as she did while she was backstage. So she goes and sits next to Tone-Loc, right? And he's like, oh, is this your girl? And I'm like, nah, man, go for it, bro. Hook up. And he was like, he got all mad because like I wasn't like being all reclusive about it or whatever. But I'm like, dude, you're a rap star. Yeah. You could just say it. You know what I mean? Like clearly she came here to hear Funky Cold Medina. And she probably loved to hear you sing it to her somewhere else. But unfortunately, you thought I had coke, so you're sitting here having a talk with me like an idiot for 15 minutes.
Your road manager should have took care of all that, man. Yeah.
Road manager, dude, that seemed like one of those, like, you remember when like we had the Mexican circus come through and Hot 93, we had to cover it, and you look at the lions, you're like, ooh, that is not OSHA approved. Like,
yeah, they look underfed.
I feel like that tour with Vanilla Ice and Tone-Loc was put together by like one of those type of cats. You know what I mean? Remember those kind of promoters? Yeah, the kind of promoters that would do like bar fights and stuff like that, and you're like, that doesn't sound like a good idea. It's like, tough man competition over at the Wildcat House. Yep. It's like, that's not. Well, then, you know what I mean? I felt like it was that kind of operation. Yeah. But yeah, so I met Tone-Loc. That was how I met him. He was not nice. I do not like Tone-Loc. I am talking crap on him. Just in case you haven't figured it out, I've done everything I can to make fun of and absolutely make fun of Tone-Loc. However, that is not the opinion of Adlai Wilson. He has nothing to do with that. Corporate America. Please don't take it out on him. You can take it out on me all you want.
I bought all your albums, Tone-Loc. All of them.
How many albums does you have?
I don't know. 6?
That was in that. I thought you were going to do the prep work on the backstory.
No, I did.
You the news. You did?
I did watch it, and I did see that he was a voice on Baby Kids.
And that's where you got that from. I got you.
I
You
did
skipped
watch
to the
that.
end.
Oh, you know what? This is what I thought was interesting, though. Tone-Loc, obviously, rapper, had these hits and stuff, a couple of songs, but he was like a computer programmer. Did you see that part?
No.
Yeah, he was a computer systems analyst. He said the money was good and he could kind of work his own hours. And then he got into real estate and was flipping homes. He'd buy beat up homes and he would fix them up and then sell them. And then,
you should open with this.
Yeah, well, the time moves on, and I'm like, but I'm thinking about it now, and then that's when Delicious Vinyl came up, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, he's gonna be a rapper. He always wanted to be a rapper. He was from West LA, though. I thought that was interesting.
You're correct.
West LA is the nicer side, isn't it?
You know what? To be totally honest with you, I have no idea because I don't know LA proper, like the 7 blocks or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know it very well because then it gets into like Hawthorne Heights and like what I mean, like Koreatown and like all those little kind of splintered neighborhoods.
Yeah,
and you're like, I don't know where this is. I don't know where I am. You know what I mean? I know I'm in Los Angeles proper, so I don't know. What I can say is, I'm glad his life is miserable. But go on.
He did say, well, when he was talking to Dub in that one interview backstage, he's like, I haven't stopped touring since the 80s. Like I've always, because Dub asked him, what do you do for money?
Yeah. I know. When he asked him that, I was like, man, that's a cold-hearted question because he might be on welfare or something. Yeah. Yeah, I got to give it to Dub because I thought that was a softball interview at first until he asked him that. And then I'm like, ooh, that's none of your business what he does for money.
But then he said, I'm on tour all the time. I haven't stopped touring. So, good for him. And then the other video you sent, they had little clips of that talk show, I guess, with the young guy and the young girl going back and forth.
Yeah.
I got to pay child support, from doing the wild thing. I thought that was a pretty classic moment.
Oh my gosh. The guy's so corny, man. I don't get why like people look at him as a legend. Dude, like people look at him better than they look at Raekwon the Chef. Like I guarantee more people know who that hack Tone-Loc is than know who Raekwon the Chef is. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, I agree with you. That's true. But then you mentioned Young MC. Young MC wrote the 2 good songs that he had.
Yeah. But Young MC was fun, dude. Like Young MC, and he had dope lyrics and like My Name Is Young. It's like My name is Young. Bah, 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 bah. And the funky beats. Yeah, dude. Those were his 2 throwaway songs. He's like, I don't want people thinking I'm a rapey guy. Forget these songs.
I'll take credit and get paid behind the scenes.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to write principal's office. It's off to the principal's office. I go. That song was the jam, dude. Passing notes is my favorite pastime. Yeah. Yes. You know what? That was his One-Eyed Twins. Those 2 songs he gave to that bum. There was a time frame in Young MC's time when he was like, you know what? I want to be a pervert rapper like 2 Live Crew. And he wrote both those perverted songs. He's like, nah, man, I don't want women looking at me this way. I'm not right. And then the record label was like, look, bro, can we use them? And he's like, am I getting paid?
Yeah.
And they're like,
royalties.
Yes.
And you get a deal. You get your own record deal. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, whatever happened to Young MC? That's not.
I saw him on an interview, and you know what he said? I just collect royalties. So one of them is still touring, and you see the venues he's touring in, little tiny spots in the middle of El Paso, in Tucson, in Bakersfield, in Shuckings, Wyoming. You know what I mean? Dude, the only time he sees Pittsburgh is when he's on vacation because we're market 25. Like that's too high for Tone-Loc. I mean, they might put together a monster jam that's like a goofy type of thing where it's like, let's get the Insane Clown Posse and Carrot Top and Tone-Loc will fit. Like you'll see something like that where like somebody's being weird, you know what I mean? But he ain't coming here to play, bro. Like ain't nobody being like, I need them tickets. I need the tickets for the guy who sings the 2 rapey songs, the one about roofies and the one about touching women when they're not asking you to. Can he please come here? How's that guy not canceled? Come on.
Which one? Who'd you say?
Tone-Loc. How is he not
No.
canceled?
Yeah. How much do you think he charges for a show?
Oh my gosh, you're always thinking this way, dude. My guess is because you're in California and he's in California, you could probably pick him up. My guess, and I could be totally wrong, but I'd say 6,000.
Okay.
Is that high or is that low? You think?
I think that's high.
Wow.
I think it's in the $2 to $3 range. Would it be? I'm guessing. I don't know. 2020 hurt a lot of these artists, man. They had show for a year.
I guess if you're doing 2 on Tone-Loc, then you got to buy tag team as well. Like, dude, you got to do that thing like Rascal's doing, where it's like 4 mediocre crews, and it's like, yay, and then Zap. And it's like, okay, Zap has 22 hits that everybody over the age of 57 knows. All the rest of us, we know what people sampled that Zap used.
That's true.
And More Bounce to the Ounce. Okay. And Computer Love and I Want to Be Your Man. That's it. I know 3 songs by Zap. Sorry, music aficionados that think I'm an a-hole. But yeah, that's what you got to do with a Tone-Loc. You know what I mean? You gotta wrap them up with 9 other Loser-Palooza artists. Yeah. And then here we go. Like, dude, here's the thing. That's the fun part about not being in radio, not being beholden to anybody. Forget this. Last week, I felt bad about all the people who I'd clowned who are now like looking at our clips. And I'm like, please don't watch the whole podcast. But who cares? If I'm not making fun of stuff and I'm not being honest, this is going to be a crappy show.
Then what's the point?
Yeah, because we're already not cussing. You know what I mean? Like, if we're already not cussing, then I might as well at least be able to make fun of people, dude. And you know who I want to make fun of right now? Anthony Wright, or whatever that crappy guy's name is. Is that his name, Tone-Loc?
Tone-Loc. Yeah. I think it was Anthony something. I thought, was it right? Yeah, I don't know. I watched the video.
Let me put it this way. We care so little, we don't even know what your real last name is, son. Tone-Loc. This poem is to you. Dear Tone-Loc, from a half Asian American. Tone-Loc, I don't like you and I never will. Tone-Loc, from your music, I never get a thrill. Every time I hear your name, all I think is rapey. I don't know anything that rhymes with rapey, sorry. But yeah, I don't like Tone-Loc, dude. That song, that Funky Cole Medina, you're right. That's Bill Cosby's theme song. A little Medina in your glass and the girls will come real quick. It's better than any alcohol or aphrodisiac. It's like, what are you doing, man? You're telling people that you're rapey, bro. Every lyric is just getting rapier. Because, like, at first you're trying to give the guy a pass. And it's like, oh, no. Oh. Ooh. Hey, you might want to.
Part 2.
There's dogs involved in this? Bestiality. He's talking about bestiality in this song. We're supposed to be okay with it. Forget you, Tone-Loc. You deserve all of it. All the misery. I don't know. That's me. All right, man. But there is a guy who's a perverted weirdo that deserves the misery. And apparently you can just do anything you want, get canceled, and then just apologize. Is that what you're telling me, Adlai?
Yeah. You're talking about Jeffrey Toobin. And
I don't know this guy's full name, but you knew his name like right off the bat. Like you would recognize his name in the crowd. You have to describe to me who this person is. So can you describe to folks who Jeffrey Toobin is?
Jeffrey Toobin, I'm going to pull up a picture right here, and it's just notice the picture. What happened was he was on a meeting with, he works for CNN. He'd been there for 20-something years, and it's this guy right here.
Oh, you found it?
This is a fake. Unfortunately, this is a fake. Well, maybe fortunately, because we don't want to watch the real thing. But he's on a Zoom meeting. He thinks he's done. He's all right. Bye, everybody. See you later. And all of a sudden, he's walking back with a thing of lotion and a tissue. And everybody's like, oh, my gosh. Oh, no. What are you doing? And apparently, in the real video, the actual one, you see Ween. And everybody's like, oh, my gosh. So, of course, this is like, man, I don't know. It was with like the New Yorker or some big magazine and stuff, too. And
so this dude's on a Zoom call with 8 other people, and he puts on pornography on the other screen. So he thinks that because he opened another screen that they can't see him because he's old. You know how old people are dumb about technology? Not all old people, but this old person definitely. So he opened another screen. So because he couldn't see everybody there, he thought they couldn't see him. Like when a little kid closes his eyes, he thinks you're not in the room. Same thing. But on that second screen, he was looking at porno. And so that's what this dude thinks he's doing. He thinks he's just looking at porno and strapping the thing and da da da. It's like, bro, how would that not, like, dude, how did you not like think I should reboot my computer? I needed to go into the safe mode. Like I got to figure out all these ways that I'm not getting caught doing this. Like, how do you not think that? You're a dude. Every dude. I feel like I said instinct. I feel like you're born with that instinct. Like, don't get caught doing this. You know what I mean?
And there you squirt, squirt. Meeting's over.
Dude, there's nothing worse as a man that you can get caught doing, bro. That is the ultimate, like, dude, when I was a kid, there was this kid called John Schultz, and Paul Rojas accused him of doing that. And we all called him Shakin' Schultz until he quit and left our school and went to another school. Yeah, but here's the problem. Aaron Ramirez left our school the same year Shakin' Schultz did and went to the same school as John Schultz and told everybody his name was Shakin' Schultz. Hold on. Smash cut 15 years later, me and Paul are in the grill in Tucson eating, and I'm talking to him, and I said, I think you made up that story about John Schultz. And he goes, every effing word. Isn't that horrible, dude? He ruins this guy's life. But the reason why he ruined his life is for what this guy Staben. Is that his name, Staben?
Jeffrey Toobin?
For the same thing that Toobin did. Isn't it crazy that these people's names all rhyme somehow or are pointing at what the perverted thing they did? Like, you got that wiener guy, you know what I mean? You like it kind of goes with the name. Toobin. Like, he's tubing off, you know what I mean? Like,
it's Lubin Toobin.
Yeah. Oh, that dude's never gonna be done with it. And he's
got a job though. He's back at CNN.
Bro, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Bro, you crap your pants in public. If you crapped your pants in public, I don't give a crap. Your name will be Poop Pants Adlai or S Pants Adlai forever.
Yes.
Now,
yes. Yeah,
you choke your chicken in front of 8 other people, bro. You ratted yourself out in front of 8 other people. And you know, like, if they knew what he was doing, he was probably pretty animated.
Just the look, the face, everything. The Lubin Tubin. Just think about it. But what do you do if that's you? What do you do? How can you play it off? What's the correct response to it? It's like, I'm a dude.
No, the correct response is you move to some country people aren't familiar with where they've never heard of you because you got money by now. So you move to Slovenia, you move to, East Turkmenistan, some place where they never heard of you, where it's still safe, decent weather, good enough food, decent cost of living. You don't got to worry about dictators, and you just shut up and move on. You don't come back, bro. You don't come back. Because from here on out, bro, you do something like that, and here's what happens, right? So the guy's on the left, essentially, because he's working for CNN. You think the Trump supporters are not going to continually bring that up for the rest of this man's life? You think Sean Hannity's not going to be like, masturbating Toobin was on television last night, and like that will be what he calls him? You don't think that's going to happen? Because that's going to happen.
Yeah,
bro, do you want to be famous that bad? F it, bro. Cash out. Why do you want to be famous that bad?
Yeah. Do you know what his favorite baseball team is?
Oh, no. What?
The Yankees. I don't know if that's true. That's from Chris Farley. I forgot what movie.
But dude, it was Tommy Boy. But dude, come on, bro. You give me your take on it.
My take is this. There's nothing you can do. Yay technology for being able to access porn super easily. But boo technology if you don't know how to use it, because this will happen to you and it will go viral. Word gets out, and you no longer have a job. They were talking about Pee Wee Herman. Remember that? Remember Pete and Ryan?
Yeah, bro.
Who was a martyr. It depends on who you ask, because I mean, look, I'm a dude. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so Ryan, our old DJ partner, he had a guitar. He had his old beat up guitar. He had a picture on the guitar. I said, "Who's that on the guitar?" He goes, "P.W. Herman." And I said, "Pee Wee Herman?" He goes, "He's a martyr." Like, he cut me off before I was gonna be like, the guy that jacked off in the movie theater. Like, here's the thing, bro. Like, jacking off is between you and your God. Whatever you're gonna do between you and God, that's not my responsibility. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I've been doing the no fap for several years, but I'm married. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really count. You know. But that being said, when I was involved in such behavior, I made sure everything was shut down. I would triple check. I would quadruple check. I would like make sure cookies were deleted, everything I could. I'm not just nonchalantly opening another window. I feel like this dude wanted to get caught.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like, dude, use your head. Like, really, it's like, come on, man. I can't even look at it too. It's just like, be smart about it. I'm super paranoid because we had a guy at our high school too that got I don't know if he got caught or if it was rumor or whatever, but I just remember it was Friday night dance, Cyndi Lauper, She Bop, and then his name was under there too. Bob Bopping too. So I think he left
so
school
bad.
too.
That's so mean.
He left school too. I can't remember his name. Probably
All
better
right,
than I know, but
hold on, check this out, bro. Now imagine you're that cat, Tubin, whatever his name is, Tubin.
yeah.
So like, how does he find out he got caught? Like, did they start talking? Like, hey, Bob, we can hear you. Was it that?
Well, if I don't know, because that's what they were saying. They're trying to tell him, like, dude, stop it. But he didn't have his headphones on, maybe, I guess, or didn't have any way to hear.
Oh my gosh, dude.
He had the audio.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? It's all done, right? And you're wiping your hands, washing your hands, whatever, and your phone rings, and they're like, 8 people saw you do that. What would go through your head, dude?
Do what? What are you talking about? The meeting's over. I hate Zoom meetings.
You pretend like you were ignorant. You pretend like you didn't know what they were talking about.
I'd pull an R. Kelly. That wasn't me. I don't know what you watched. That wasn't me. I know it looked exactly like me, but that wasn't me. Somebody else. What are you gonna do?
Would you stick to that story?
I'd probably go with, I'm a dude.
That's what you'd say. Dude, I would be so freaked out, dude. I would be like, oh my gosh.
I'm looking at the screen. There's 6 dudes on there. There's 5 females. Come on. Who has never lubed up? Cast the first stone.
Dude, hold on a sec. You got to see those women that saw that in real life. Like afterwards, now what are you going to say to them?
Hit me up in the DM. There's not much you can say. So, what'd you think? Lubin Tubin.
You think that's what he said, or you think he was like, "I am so sorry. I'm married. My wife does not want me doing this." Dude, could you imagine being his wife? Oh my gosh, dude. Because they live in one of those neighborhoods where people gossip. And like, they're politicians essentially, you know what I mean? Yeah, oh man, all her homegirls, because they're all evil. All them, you know what I'm talking about? All them, I'll just say it, all them rich white ladies, they're evil, bro. Evil to the core. And they're even worse to their own kind, right? When Steuben Lubin got caught, dude, all her homegirls were like, Sally, how does it feel? You know what I mean? And they probably throw digs when they're eating and she's sitting at the table. It's like, oh, can you pass the pepper? Well, I'll stroke it right over to you.
You want me shake it for you?
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, they're evil, bro. They're evil.
Yeah, that'd be rough after. But dude, he went on national TV, went on CNN, and they asked him about it. And he's like, I should have paid
call
more
him
attention.
a hero.
Do I call him a hero?
Yeah, you call him a hero. I'm just being honest.
I don't know if I could go that far. I'm just like, but it's just like, dude, don't get me wrong. Last year we went through way too many Zoom meetings, and it was, dude, you
don't think he should? You don't think he should just bow out and just have class and just be like, man, I got caught. I'm going out like a sucker. Okay, cool. I'm going someplace where nobody knows me. I'm going to do the honorable thing. You don't think he should do that?
there's the flip side. You embrace it, be like, "Yep, that was me." You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like right now, like I'd be brave, but I don't know if I wouldn't be brave enough, but I'd be like, "It was me, caught me, whatever." You know what I mean? Let's make T-shirts. I'll sell them or whatever. But
like Jake Paul, dude, if you're balling like that cat has balled, like you got that kind of money that you could just move to a Scandinavian country and not have to work and just like work on wood or go skiing, you wouldn't just do it. I would just like, bro, dude, you know how bad show business sucks? Like, bro, I've had 19 bosses who've been word policing me for the past 5 years. By the way, I voted for Trump. Make America great again. And then I just walk out. And I film myself on the iPhone. I put it on TikTok. You get 9 trillion views, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. He was making good money because he worked at CNN and he was a regular, so he had to be making decent dough. But maybe he wanted to come back. I don't know. That'd be a very awful situation to be in, regardless. And I can say I'd roll with it, but it'd be a lot harder doing it than saying it. You know what I mean?
Hold on. So once again, come on, put yourself in the situation. What are you doing? You going back to work, or are you coming with me to Switzerland? I'm already in Switzerland, bro. You ain't got to tell me nothing. Like I'm traveling the world, man. I'm traveling the world, bro. I ain't got to worry about Wolf Blitzer telling me what to do.
Would you financially back me for some Lubin Tubin T-shirts, and we sell them on online, and we make a killing?
Who's Lubin Tubin in this case scenario? Me or you?
I'm Lubin. You're Tubin.
Nah, man, I'm good. I can't hear you. The jet skis. I'm in Greece.
Here's another thing, though. Here's another thing to think about. What kind of porn was it? Was it your normal?
That's not a thing to think about. That's not a thing to think about. Here, dude, I'm telling you, this dude is a psychopath. I'm serious. If you got caught jacking off in front of people, you need to step down like a man, bro. You need to stop, because here's why. For the rest of your life, you're a sucker, and I will call you a sucker. Trust me, dog. I will never stop bagging on you. I'll bag on you on everything, and people are going to laugh about it. And so will everybody who's got a set of nuts. They're all going to bag on you.
How about this? The Lubin Tubin Tone-Loc tour.
Ooh. Now we're talking about some money. Now we're talking about some money.
Lubin Tubin signing merch. The Lubin Tubin tees.
All right, let's wrap this up, man. Because here's the thing, we got international followers now. We got like 1,400 followers on Clapper. We still need help on the rest of them, guys. So if you want to subscribe, if you're watching on YouTube, if you want to follow us on the Chino Brothers, Chino Brothers, actually, we got 160 followers. That's nice.
Nice. Blowing up.
Well, then, and you put out that video yesterday.
Yeah.
You got more response on that video than your entire page.
Really? Yeah, because when you texted me, like, this thing's blowing up, and I went and looked, and I was like, 17 views.
No, because you posted it twice. You need to look at the first one.
I did my personal and then my DJ page.
Yeah, look at the first one. The first one was from your personal. That one is lit up.
Really?
So then add 17 to that. Then add what was on the Chino Brothers to that. Like, dude, that I'm telling you, just let me manage your social media. You want
to moderate?
I don't know, bro.
Moderator?
That's a lot of responsibility.
We got an intern somewhere. Can we pull an intern to do it?
Oh, that'd be dope. We should start doing that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So anyways, so going forward, you guys, what we want to do is tell a story about an artist that we've met and tell you all the facts about them, which we'll do next time first before we start talking about their songs, and then tell you our personal story. But right now, what we want to do is talk about our shout out of the week. So Clapper, this is the shout out of the week from the Chino Brothers. You joined the Chino Brothers Shout Out Club, and now we're shouting you out on our podcast. Adlai, who do we got this week?
All right, check it out. This week, all the way from Australia, ladies and gentlemen, this is at Aussie Kaz.
Australia.
I'm going to play a little clip, too.
Go for it.
I know what it is. And I'm pretty excited.
Love her already.
I love that accent, don't you?
Yeah.
What's she getting?
It's fluorescent orange.
What does that mean?
What? Okay, so.
Oh, Clapper family, look at that. She's got the Clapper gear.
A couple of weeks ago.
Oh my gosh.
To Mother's Day. a Mother's Day competition held by Clapper. And so, yeah, they said that I won one of their competitions. I was one of their winners, I should say. So there we go.
Dude, we got to start joining these competitions.
I think it's just because I complained a lot about Clapper not having merch, being able to send to Australia. Now
Whoa.
they've got my merch.
How much you love that accent? That accent's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, big shout out to Ozzy Kaz. Very cool for
follow
getting
her, guys.
free merch. Yeah.
Yeah, follow her, guys. All right, so that's our clapper. That's our clapper shout out of the week. All right, one last thing, and then we get to go home. Adlai,
What's
you ready
the
for
last
love?
thing?
You ready for love? What do you mean? What's the last thing?
Yeah, me and Lubin Tubin were hanging out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But it's been kind of crazy. Oh, dude, I typed in the wrong thing. But here it is. I got it.
Don't worry. We'll come up with them. I have faith in us. I have faith in us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we need Isaiah on here to help out.
Don't worry. We'll
hold it down. Hold it down. Yeah, if you guys got empty profiles, will not be accepted anymore. Okay, I got a pick.
You got a picture?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, you're good.
High single moms.
Look at this, dude. This is your competition? That looks like you 20 years ago. Did you put an old picture up? Is that what's going on here?
I couldn't grow a beard that thick, though. That was the only problem.
Can you not grow a beard?
Not really. It's all patchy.
You need to get some facial hair and like groom it properly so it looks like you can grow a beard. Because if you grow a beard, you'll still look like Keanu Reeves. Your face is still look exactly the same. He just has facial hair. Or get a face toupee.
That's all I have to do. Some girl even said
about the face toupee.
Anybody ever tell you look like Keanu Reeves? And I was like, yeah.
Get the hair on your face so you can look like him.
Like this guy.
At least you got this guy beat. You got this guy beat, right? What do you think? Dude, I'm telling you, the guy, he's not even off the couch, dude. He's like, hey, ladies, here's the deal. I don't really work. And
I have some kind of award back here, though.
Well, that's my CPAP. That's where I hide my CPAP. I have sleep apnea. It's been a while. Since I've been able to breathe when I'm sleeping and see my wiener because I've got a fat belly. All right, next. Come on. Yeah. Here we go.
Good morning to the U.S. Blessed Sunday,
that.
Everyone. Oh, this is yesterday. Keep safe always.
Keep safe always.
There you go. I like
you got one or do you need some?
No, I need one. You got one?
All right. Do you want to just cut and paste it? Can you Google?
What do you got?
The lyrics to Scarlet Begonias from Sublime. It was the summer of love, and I thank the stars above because this woman brought her loving home to me. And just to gain her trust, I bought a microbus because I sold off all my personal property.
Yes.
She was a tie-dyed mess. She was a psychedelic dress. We toured from the north, south, east, and west. We smoked some ecstasy. We drank some mushroom tea. We smoked opium, acid, heroin, hash, and PCP. And now I hear the police coming after me. Yes, now I hear the police coming after me. The one Scarlet with a flower in her hand's got the police coming after me. But the whole thing.
Okay, let me see. Ready?
Yeah.
That is a great song. Oh my gosh.
Magic.
That's great. If that doesn't get like 5 likes, I'll be so sad.
Dude, what'll be even more amazing is if she replies and is like, what is this all about?
Oh, I get some interesting replies for sure.
Do you? Oh, come on. Can you read them to us? Where are they?
I get so backed up on my notifications. Let me see. Oh, there's Ardub. Let's see.
What Ardub say? Chino brothers are dope. Let's see.
Oh, should we look? Oh, Paco said something too. Where do I see the full episode?
Oh, don't watch that, Ardub.
Nice.
Don't watch that, Ardub, because I don't say nice things about you. Ardub's the best. I really like Ardub. I'm sure he knows a lot of good artists. Haven't watched this episode.
Hold on. We gotta go back to lyrics real quick.
Yeah, what are we doing? Sorry.
Sidetracked.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. Here, I'm gonna put the lyrics up, and you tell me.
Oh, dude, I just thought about a firecracker episode of this show.
Yeah.
You invite Ardub on, and we just talk it out. All right, Sketch, tell the truth. How you really feel about this cat? And then I just tell him, and then he replies. But the only thing is, I don't want you to get fired, so let's not do that.
Nah, Ardub's cool, dude. Dude, he knows.
I know, but
whatever.
Yeah, but if he has me not being nice to him, he's gonna be like, "Nope,
No,
that's not good."
Oh, mention me in a comment, too. Hold on, let's
happened?
This one and we'll go look. I'm gonna paste this comment. This one I got. Oh, we already did that one. Come on, scrolling. This girl is popular. Here we go.
Oh yeah, look at that one.
Okay, here it is.
She's
Ready?
not the. Somebody said, "I love you." God bless him.
When you grab a hold of me, you tell me that I'll never be set free. But I'm a parasite. Creep and crawl, I step into the night. 2 pints of booze. Tell me.
Are you a bad fish too?
Ain't got no money to spend.
Are you a bad fish too?
It never ends. Oh, man. On fire. Forgot how great Sublime is. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, let's see. Where's my comment? Someone said a comment. What the heck? Hold on. Let's see.
It'd be funny, but it was like, that's the corniest ish I've ever seen in my life. What if it said that?
Wait, I'm clicking on it. Look, click. And it's taking me. What the heck? Get out of here then. Uh-oh.
Welcome to Senior Citizens Using Technology, folks.
It says, hello, sir.
Adlai edition. What does it say?
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Let's give her a reply.
Yeah, there it goes. Oh, what the? Oh, I'm taking it. Oh, man. Getting out of control here. Okay, here we go.
This must be how Tubin felt.
I'm going to put, let's go for a ride. Go for a ride in my sweet E-dub. This is off the top of the dome, bro. They call this freestyling.
That's from you. I was like, I don't know this one. I don't know this song.
Surfboards. Oh, wait, I got it. Firewood. And marshmallows.
That's what I call a good time. No, right. That's what I call a good time. We should have pieced this one together, bro. What's wrong with you?
I'm just going to put you're invited.
Yeah, nice. All right. The next one, the two of us piece together. Is that fair?
Okay. You say a line, I'll say a line.
All right, hold on a sec. But I will say this, folks. Adlai is way more smooth at the email game. Maybe someday you'll hear that story. That'll be on the Patreon because Sherilyn won't pay for the Patreon, so I can have those stories there. All right.
Oh, Isaiah's checking in now. There we go. Isaiah's time for some.
Oh yeah, Isaiah. Let's get it down. Isaiah was like, "Bro, I'm not tuning in until the end of the show. Let's see what time is it. Okay, it's the end of the show. I'll tune in now. Boom. All right, what do we got? Come on.
What the heck? Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to get to the next one. What the heck? Loading. Oh no, we already did that one.
Tell me, are you a bad fish too?
Yeah,
ain't got no money to spare. There we go.
Okay.
I wish the night would never end.
Isaiah says, if you want to be happy, make an ugly woman your wife.
Yeah, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life.
Is that it?
That's right. Isaiah knows the old school stuff. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife. From my personal point of view, get an ugly girl to marry you. At the end of that song, dude, it's these two dudes talking trash to each other, and he goes, "Man, I saw your wife last week. She sure is ugly." And he goes, "Yes, she is, but she could sure cook."
There it is.
You make that song in 2021.
I got a response. Sir, I am living in Philippines. Let's get to know better.
Oh, let's keep it moving. What do we got? What's the next response? Hold on.
Looking for an ugly woman to make my wife. Oh, wait, no. I'm not going to say that. Wait,
yeah, dude, no. Put that. No, put that. Because then she'll be like, what? And then just be like, sorry, I meant pretty woman. Like that.
You're going to get us banned. Wait, where do I go? Right here?
No, I won't. No, I won't, dude. Trust me.
Looking for to be my wife.
And then put now put just kidding. I only like the pretty ones like you. There you go. See, that gets you out of it. Just kidding. I'm only looking for the pretty ones like you. So then, because think about it, bro. She's gonna read that. She's gonna be like, the ugly ones, and then you're gonna go, just kidding. I like that. I only like the pretty ones like you. She's like, I'm pretty.
Was that Fonseca? Just kidding.
Maybe. I think that's where I got that from. I've been using that for 22 years. I always say it. Whenever I'm kidding, I always go, yes, kidding. It must be from Fonseca. I don't know where it came from. Oh, dude, this is a crazy romance, Adlai. I don't know if I can handle this.
This is too much.
My heart is fluttering like a high school senior at the dance. All right. How about one last comment and then we
our old neighbor. This is our old neighbor from the apartments. What's up, Susie? Okay. Oh, where'd it go?
I thought it was a nice Filipina that jumped onto the Chino Brothers show. That'd be the smart move, ladies. All you Filipinos watching this, smart move. You want to capture Adlai's heart? You come on the Chino Brothers show and leave a comment. We'll be like, oh man, that's number 3 of the night. Thank God someone's watching. All right,
we got 4 replies on this last one. Oh, wait.
Did she go back again? Did she come back again?
So yeah, after
the ugly wife comment. Did she say anything?
No. Okay, that's the same one. Okay.
All right. That's okay. Let's leave one last comment and then we'll bounce. All right.
She's probably talking to all her friends. This guy's a jerk. I don't
know.
No,
she might be talking to all her friends like, I got an American on the hook. I'm leaving. See you later. I've always hated you B words. I'm Tubin's wife.
How about this? A blessed morning, everyone.
Word
if
up.
you need friend, I'm here. If you need friend.
She's got some city miles on her. But that's okay.
Let's see.
Oh, look, not that many comments. So you get the city miles, you get less comments.
Bad. I need a friend. Bad. That's all I put.
Is that that's what you're putting?
Because she says, if you need a friend, I'm here.
Well, I was like, I am the man who would fight for your honor, but that's fine. Oh, what's this dude doing? Bro, come on now. Let's be honest with ourselves, friend. We could go to the gymnasium. We need to start lifting weights and watching what we're eating. And while we're doing that, we probably shouldn't be wearing that color. Doesn't flatter you. I'm just being honest with you.
It does say Milano, Paris, though. He's been places.
Oh, well, I thought, you know what I really thought it was? I thought he was wearing his company's t-shirt because I was like, oh, that's a smart move. I need to get a Tiny Box shirt on Adlai and have him just be like,
chilling.
Yeah.
What's up, ladies? Mercy, let's see. Mercy Boo, Lacto Velez. Hello, everyone. Here. Good evening. Hope all of you are safe and sound. God bless us.
All right. Is this the last one?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. No. We gave her one last time.
Look at 423 comments. Whoa.
Yeah, because look how she's sitting with her butt kind of like showing. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, I'm a pervert. I'm a pervert looking at the free Filipino site. Like,
dude, Tone-Loc on here?
That was the best. Oh crap, dude! Your white light's blinking. The white light's blinking.
Oh, getting hot lights. Yeah.
All right, look for real though.
Wait, here, I got one. Hold on.
Wait, hold on before you put it down. Think if you were one of the perverts who's actually using this site for real.
They probably are.
And then you see the girl in the next comment. Of course you're gonna shoot your shot, dude.
That's true.
Of course you're gonna shoot your shot. You've been looking at weathered, it's like city mild women, like weathered women. And you see some girl, looks like she just came back from the beach with her legs short. It's like, hallelujah. That girl is probably like not really attractive. It's just that like you've seen so many sea hags that by the time you get to her, it's like, Cindy Crawford in 1993? What's going on? And if you think I'm lying, take a peek at no, take a peek. Scroll down here. I want to see Bachan here. Okay, so you see Bachan. Now look, she looks like a model, doesn't she?
Yeah.
But that could
You're
be
right.
like the secretary at your job, like just a normal looking person.
All right, I'm shooting my shot on this one.
All right, what do you got? What do you got? Tell me.
Cold's cooling at a bar, and I'm looking for some action. But like Mick Jagger said,
Oh,
I can't get no satisfaction. The girls are all around, but none of them want to get with me. My threads are fresh, and I'm looking deaf, yo. What's up with Adlai?
you didn't, why didn't you put LOC?
Well, because it's AD. Because I changed it up.
You with Adlai. Here's the thing. Go ahead and post it.
Enter. Here we go. Yeah, what's up? My threads are fresh.
How much you want to bet? You're about to get a reply that says, Tone-Loc, how many times do I have to tell you? I will not poop on a chicken while you masturbate with glass in your hand. That's not for me.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. All right. Anyway.
You like that? I set that all the way up. I set that all the way up. I'm a mastermind genius to get one last joke in. Guys, it's been fun. That was a dope episode. I swear next episode we will tell the facts before the person, and then we'll bring it in like that. But there will be a story about the Lean Like a Cholo guy. Is that who we're doing next?
I think so. I'm looking at the list, but I think
you never met Chingo Bling?
Yeah, I met Chingo.
You met Chingo Bling?
Yeah.
Can we please talk about that next episode?
See, the thing is, sometimes they come in and you're like, ah, cool. He does some drops for the jocks and stuff, and then kind of bounces. He was nice.
I know, but here's the thing.
Dude, I'm writing that
That's
down.
why we tell the history of Chingo Bling first, kind of what we think of him, his new political ideology, and then you say, hey, guess what? I met Chingo Bling. Now let me tell you the story. That's how clickbait works, Adlai. We're not going to get celebrities on here for a good while. So we need to trick people into clicking on our YouTube videos and doing the history of Chingo Bling and then saying when you met Chingo Bling, but I will produce it so all these pictures come up and little videos and stuff. Then we'll get lots of views because people will think these guys are smart enough to have met Chingo Bling. They don't need to know he was just in there for a sweeper. Like, hey man, it's Chingo Bling, it's Ching-a-Lang. Okay, da-da-da-da. All right, y'all, I got to go to this show that the record label's making me do over here. I'll see you later. Don't forget Leto. Leto. Peace. Right? Like, I get it, bro.
Nice.
But even to normal people, though, they never get those opportunities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when I met Jessica Simpson, she was heavily guarded, and I only got to ask her the questions that were vetted. And you wrote those questions. But how many other people got to stand that close to Jessica Simpson?
She's wearing a sweater. That's what I remember.
Well, I remember this. It's the time to end the show because we've gone through everything. But now we have a clickbait idea that's going to work, folks. So guess what? Our numbers are going to start growing on YouTube, TikTok, Clapper. We're gonna make it work.
Yeah.
By the way, Adlai's social media is amazing. When he posts something, people are like, "Oh, the great Adlai spoke," and it just blows up.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out right now. I'm on my Facebook, Twitter, all that, Instagram, everything.
We'll see you guys next time. Follow us on all those things that Adlai just said.
Yes.
Please, because we're only really doing good on Clapper. All the rest of them, at least one more would be like 10% for us. All right. Sometimes even double it. All right. See you guys next time.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Totally appreciate you. Yeah.